Even though everyone is alone for the most part and you're all by yourself on your operation, getting out there and seeing everybody, it's like there's a whole fleet of 500 plus boats out here, and as overwhelmed or alone as I can feel, we're all kind of alone together. Living in such a remote place, that alone together mentality kind of permeates everything we do. We are off the road system and we are on our own isolated power grid, all of which means we have to be resourceful as a community. Today is the second day of my tour with Cordova Electric, and Clay has promised to show me something really special. We met up in town and grabbed some coffee, and then we headed out the road alongside Lake Eyak. From there, we went to Power Creek and drove all the way up to the dam. Power Creek is located in such a beautiful environment. You wouldn't want to spoil it with a huge concrete monstrosity. And so it was good to see that the project is very thoughtfully designed in regard to the environment. The dam itself is actually made of this giant inflatable barrier that can be lowered to let the river return to its natural course.
Okay, so basically what we've done, Rita, is as sand and sticks and stuff accumulate in this intake structure over time, we want to flush it out periodically. We start a diesel generator in town. We take all the load onto the diesel. We turn the hydro plant off, and that stops the water flowing through here. And then we deflate that rubber dam, and we just let the river go back to its natural course. After, we flush for 10 or 15 minutes, we'll raise that dam back up. We'll start the hydro back up, and it'll take back all the system load, and we'll turn the diesel off. And that whole process takes about 30 minutes. See how it's starting to float away and get sucked down the river? So it's just kind of passively cleaning itself. And see the sand, you can see the sand starting to boil there. It's already starting to flush gravel on that upstream edge there.
Obviously, salmon spawning habitat is a huge concern to this community, and the way that the dam operates is it can release the water and it flushes all of the gravel and sediment down into the creek bed to kind of mimic the natural course, how that sediment would move through that water system, and totally minimize the effects on salmon spawning. And that, it obviously works because that's like a very lucrative salmon spawning stream.
Power Creek provides most of the community's power. So on an average year, we get about 60% of our entire year's energy from Power Creek. Humpback Creek is more like 10 to 15%. Just to put that in perspective financially, it was $24 million to build this entire project, the intake and the pipeline and the power plant, everything, the road access roads. In the first 20 years of operation, between 2002 and 2022, we saved $50 million in diesel fuel. So basically we would have to double the cost of energy if we didn't have these projects.
I feel like every step of the way there was some kind of history of we used to do it like this, and then we did it like this, and now we're doing it like this, because it's saving incremental amounts of power at every step, and we're just trying to get more and more efficient, save members money more and more. There's still one more day of my tour ahead, and I can't wait to learn about how CEC is planning for the future. Bye.